is branding important for startups? And the answer to this question is not that simple. In this video, I'll try to give you a broad perspective. To what stage do you think branding or visual identity or even investing into branding becomes important? So in this video, let's divide the entire journey of a startup into three parts. First, we'll be talking about ideation, very early stage companies where you have not hit the market. In the second stage, we'll talk about the companies that are into MVP stage, product development stage. Maybe you are post-product, you have done some sort of a pilot. I would rather use a better word. You have some sort of a customer interaction happening already. And third is growth stage, where you have revenues, you are growing as a company, and you kind of have established a product market fit, or you are maybe kind of pre-product market fit, right? And even in these three categories, let me divide the startups into two types. One is a pure service or a digital company, and the second is a hardware D2C physical product brand company. Now, if you look at this matrix that you see on the screen right now, there are 6 different categories of startups. And for each, the nuance of branding changes. And therefore, the answer is not a binary yes or no, but to understand whether investing into branding at this particular stage would even give you the relevant ROI or not. So let's take a deep dive and jump into the conversation, and let's deconstruct this matrix even further. So let's first of all talk about the pre-idea, ideation, very early stage kind of companies. And in this case, let me collectively take both services company and a product or a D2C company. If you are into a category where you are very, very early stage, in that case, I think you should, as a founder, not be investing even a single penny in any sort of branding. Whether it is your logo, whether it is your website, whether it is brand guidelines, any sort of branding activity is literally a waste of time. At this stage, the duty of a founder, and I want to re-emphasize, the duty of a founder is to go out there, narrow down onto the problem, narrow down onto the solution, do a lot of customer validation, and actually understand and get an idea whether this product should even be built or not. So if at this stage you are putting your money or your energy or your time into branding, basically I would say it's a waste of your efforts and time. You should rather be focusing on customer validation than anything else. Now let's come on to the category 2, which is a type of company where you are about to hit the market, or you have hit the market already and you are talking to early customers, rather you are selling already. So let me call this category as a company who has developed a MVP or at least have an early product and has gone to the market. So in this case, if you are a digital company, a SaaS company, a software company, branding may not make or break the equation for you, but a basic UI UX should be in place. If you're trying to sell a digital software, if you're trying to sell a mobile application or anything which is digital to your customer, understand that is your product. So investing into basic aesthetics, basic visual identity is very, very important. Gone are those days when your digital product could be crappy, because if you look at the market competition, if you look at the players that are already there, and if you look at the customer expectations from the UI UX point of view, they're already very, very high. So I'm not saying pour in millions of dollars into building the best UI UX possible, but at least have the basics and aesthetics in place so that the user experience can be enhanced. That again, in this case, the logo will not matter, the brand guidelines may not matter, the visual identity may not matter as much as it may matter to a growth stage company, but never ship out a crappy product. Now let's talk about the third category, which is MVP stage company, but in a product stage. In this category, again, you may not invest a lot of money into logo, a lot of money into branding, a lot of money into visual identity. But for you, you are a physical product company. At this stage, your packaging might matter a little. So some sort of basic aesthetics in place, some sort of basic guidelines in place should be there so that your overall packaging, your overall positioning can be at least be done in a nicer manner. Now, third category is a growth stage company, which means you already have customers, you're already in the market, you have some sort of revenues, you have kind of figured out a product market fit, and you are on the growth trajectory. If you are a company which is into services at this stage, now is the right time to invest into branding, because the more customers you acquire, the more visual identity, the more brand building, the more marketing you will have to do. So at this stage, branding will matter as much as for you as that for a physical hardware, maybe product company. So if you are a growth stage technology company, if you're a growth stage SaaS company, this would be the right time to pour a lot of money into brand building activities or branding so that you're able to generate that trust in minds of your customers and also most importantly potential customers. And last but not the least is a company which is into products and now is into growth stage. The answer here is definitely big yes. Now for such a company, branding becomes very important, very critical. And I'm sure if you are a founder of a such company, you already would have started investing into branding in some shape and form into the phase number 2. But now this is the time to go all in into branding. You might need to put in a lot of money into branding, brand building activities, maybe marketing for that matter, maybe positioning your brand in a way that it creates a sense of trust in the customers. And this is the right time to go all into branding. All I'm saying is, if you're an ideation or very early stage company, then don't go for branding, don't waste your time, do customer validation. If you're an MVP company, early product company, maybe you have done a pilot, some sort of partial branding activities can be done, but the focus should still be to generate revenue and get a product market fit. And if you are a growth stage company which has already figured out a product market fit and is already out there in the market having a lot of customers, then definitely this is the time to invest a lot of into branding, because post this, branding marketing will play a very critical role in your growth. So if you found this advice valuable, please like the video and also make sure that you subscribe the channel. And if you're a startup founder or maybe an aspiring one and have any questions about your journey, about your startup, or maybe any questions about entrepreneurship and fundraising in general, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll surely pick them up and make a video on it. Thank you so much for watching.